Content warning. Tales of Tupenia features some depictions and descriptions of violence, as well as themes consistent with abuse and alcoholism. These are not incredibly common, but be warned. Hey everybody, Belby here, the DM of Tales of Tupenia. Just a couple of announcements before we start up session. Tales of Tupenia is a D&D live play show created by fans for fans, and as such features many homebrew elements. We're not actors nor experts, we're just a group of friends having fun. That being said, we are aware of some audio issues that are present throughout the early episodes. In a campaign that we plan on being full length, please bear with us as we work to make the best show and viewer experience that we can. Furthermore, there will be an effect that plays occasionally in a place of a small number of places, institutions, and people. Right here. This sound effect is intentional and will be explored and explained as the campaign goes on. If you're interested in supporting the show, check out the link to the Patreon in the video description, which will feature different levels of access, including but not limited to Side of Tots, a talkback show that begins at around episode 16, as well as a monthly gaming video with the party, and our quarterly merch, which for the first quarter will only be $10 a month, since Side of Tots will be following behind. Thank you, and appreciate your support for the show. Bye!
On the Lamani Islands, they say if the Hollow Mountain sings to you, you should always listen, for the song itself can carry you out to sea. This was, of course, the one place Uprush always wanted to go. Dmitri Zephius gained the nickname Uprush from a young age, as he always displayed a surge of emotion and passion, strong enough to sweep away any who were ill-prepared for his enthusiasm. He's like an uprush of seawater when he talks, became the easiest way to describe him to seafarers, wondering why an 8-year-old might be hanging out by the docks so often. Aside from his enthusiasm regarding shipfaring, Uprush's mother helped with restocking seafaring ships that would stop by the islands, so meeting seafarers was the norm. This norm for young Uprush was shaken up when a young girl with curly hair made her way onto the island, proclaiming all the world's gold and cookies would be hers someday. From then on, Uprush and the girl nicknamed Cookie would spend their days together fantasizing about being adventurers out on the open sea. Cookie's father would take Uprush under his wing, despite the concerns of Uprush's mother. As he became a man, Uprush gained respect and camaraderie aboard the ship known as the Great White. But Uprush saw a side of the captain no one else quite recognized. Amidst an attempt to convince Cookie to leave the crew with him permanently, Uprush was accused of mutiny, shot in the chest, and left aboard a dinghy to float out at sea. The last thing Uprush heard was the sound of his friend's voice, the splash of the waves, and the sound of the wind's song, all before reaching the unfamiliar shores of Balestone. Chasing away back out into the open seas, Uprush took up bartending to accrue enough coin and a new crew, all with the hope of reuniting with his dearest friend.
Born to seafaring merchants, Jack and Robin, hailing from Arigian and Kelcary, neither of whom were willing to give up a life on the sea. Hector grew up barely 4 years before returning to the sea for a life of adventure. His youngest mentor in the clerical arts was a steward of the drowned, a medic known as Tim Callaghan. Eventually, his parents' honest merchant dealings led them into conflict with a pirate crew of a fearsome captain, where Hector's parents passed away tragically, with barely enough surviving members to crew the ship into the nearest harbor. Hector's friend Tim took him in, a blessing for young Hector that quickly was dashed as he was left with a smile in the main temple of the drowned stewards in the town of Cotton's Creek, to be raised by one Albert Sparrow, an older steward past his prime. Hector went on to become a fellow steward of the drowned, sailing the seas, protecting ships from the same fate that befell his parents. One day, a group of pirates captured him and stuck him in the upstairs closet of a seaside cottage, held prisoner for a week until the early crew of the Bearded Dragon found him. A crew that Hector has stood fiercely by ever since.
Grow Kadag was born and raised in the kingdom of the Red Dawn. His parents, Shior and Calabax, and siblings and fellow orcs were brutal fighters, taught to hone their aggression in battle against their enemies. Grow grew to become the tallest and burliest of his family, and one of the largest offspring of the Red Dawn. A capable fighter with a gargantuan size, a towering stature, and mammothian teeth that would make any regular human quite intensely shit their pants. Through his straight, raven black hair parts at the middle, a real charmer. He was inducted into the Black Blood clan and went on many adventures. As time passed, the clan would realize something about Grow that infuriated them. He was a sweetheart. He would frequently gaze upon beautiful natural flora and fauna and would resist killing any individuals who wouldn't directly harm him. Whereas all the other orcs were intelligent in livelihood skills and battle practices and tactical knowledge, Grow was a simpleton. His sheer size and strength was enough for him to push through any obstacles presented to the Black Bloods. But even as the rest of the Black Bloods slowly turned their backs on him, Grow was too simple to see it. To him, they were his family. So he stayed with them, until one blissful morning when Grow woke to emptiness around him. The Black Bloods were gone, and Grow hadn't the slightest clue of where to go. Only a name. Bartholomew. Unfortunately, for Grow, he couldn't figure out how to pronounce it. He wandered the countryside finding people who at first rejected him and were scared of him, but would warm up to him through his politeness and simplicity. After many months of wandering and helping, 3 years later, Grow would eventually make it to the city of Benict in the kingdom of Pustab, where he befriended a total bar owner, Rue, and would help her with chores and errands. The city of Benict would see that Grow was an enigma, a condemnation of their treatment of orcs, but some would have prejudices too deep to set aside. Grow left the city, joining the crew of the Bearded Dragon to chase the thrill of battle and to make a new name for himself. With a new crew, a new weapon, and a new cause at his side, Grow's path wanders far away from those who once threw insults his way, even if he was too simple to understand them anyways.
Adrian Drake was born and raised in Winterstone. Being the second son of the Admiral of the Kingdom, Adrian always lived a life of adventure and wanted to be out at sea like his father. He and his brother lived their early lives with a nanny, though Adrian snuck out multiple times into the slums, getting into trouble with his best friend Karn. Later on in his years, he was hired onto the Agalita, a trade ship with an older captain Adrian saw as second father. During one voyage at sea, an Asmer named Ariel came aboard trying to get Adrian to do a quest for his god, and would not leave until he did so. While the two were below deck in a heated argument, the Agalita was suddenly assailed by pirates, an all-out assault, which was suddenly disrupted as a bolt of lightning rent the sky, sinking the ship and all aboard it. Adrian woke up in the middle of the sea alone, at least that's what he thought, until days later, a dry voice echoed through his head. The self-same voice of the Asmer he previously encountered. Drake made his slow way back to port, where he and Ariel now share the same body, though not, perhaps, the same goals.
I do not recall when exactly I became what we are today, but here be what I will share. Until John Jack grew up in the slums of Smiva, me mama telling me the stories of Klek, the devourer of the treasonous, he who swallows the liars and cheats. Never understood why nobody heeded the warnings. We couldn't even trust our leaders, those meant to protect us. Instead, the Baron took me mother from me. I found a new home in the old elf tree, and found a new family all my own. Then he took that away too. I escaped the town with nothing but my clothes and a few friends. And me brother in all but blood, I would have followed him to the ends of the world. And I did. And we were free. Yet the world took that from me too. Han, my brother, he sold me out for wealth and power. Under the thumb of the Baron of Bimbolo, the very man who took everything from me, I found if you take enough from a man, you make a monster. With nothing of the little boy in me left, the fish from my mama's stories spoke to me. I thought it a mere illusion, but it delivered us to new friends and freedom. I know it take more than fables to fix the wrongs of the world. Be taken more than the blood, sweat, and tears that has already been taken. It be taken something more. With me crew, we be feeding the fishes.
Briefly, where we left off, in our last session, we had arrived in Tillydale. You guys had taken the Wave Splitter, and the Bearded Dragon all the way over to Tillydale. You had parked it after making contact with some of the gnomes and halflings of Tillydale, and you guys were told that a friend of Jean-Jacques, who he had long thought deceased, had been actually, in fact, alive, and a captain of one of their infiltrating, parties, one of their guerrilla parties. You guys went looking for her in the town of Oshesk, which was used by Jean-Jacques as a smuggling port, and you guys had an encounter with a slightly racist asshole mayor who you guys got information from, but also may have given away some information of your own. You're not entirely certain. But before you guys could complete your discussion with him, someone ran in and said that there was a blue woman carrying a half-dead person through the streets. You guys ran to her and found her, and it was indeed revealed to be Brioni Tumbasdottir, long-lost friend of Jean-Jacques, like half-elvish, half something with blue skin that you can't necessarily tell, like long, like dark hair and like a bob cut, and with a weird, like, grown, there's like a ferret lizard on her shoulder, and you guys having a discussion with her, it was revealed that some of Jean-Jacques' previous friends had been lost just physically. Some of them had perished, and one of them had in fact been made Baron. Bihan had been made Baron of the town of Stille. At which point, information being revealed, Jean-Jacques passed the fuck out. You just watch his eyes roll up and he starts toppling over backward. And Austin, you said Uprush had something there?
Going to catch him, like, oh no.
As the tiny body of Jean-Jacques falls back, his kind of top hat toppling off of the back of him, you kind of catch him from behind. You watch Brioni kind of like reach out as he like topples over and
I got him.
Jean-Jacques, how long do you think you are out for?
Usually for mundane things like this, the DMG suggests 1d4 hours.
Ooh.
That's what I remember.
Right.
Yeah. What?
One for 1 hour.
About for an hour.
You catch him. And Jean-Jacques is unconscious.
No, not really.
So pat his face like, hey, buddy. Hey.
Oh, you guys probably. Let's see. Roll a survival check, Uprush.
Okay.
Or Hector, if you're there as well.
Yeah.
Or you could do medicine, Hector.
Where's the sheet? Oh, there it is.
It's the same big ass fucking roll.
Oh, okay.
22.
22. Brilliant.
16 for me.
16. Yeah, so, Uprush, you kind of like, you're like, hold on. There's like a thing that people use for this, right? And like, you're like the salts, Hector, you do in fact in your, healer's kit, you do have access to smelling salts if you would like.
Gotcha.
So we gotta get him back up on his feet. We're gonna need him for this.
Yeah. Yeah, I do that.
You kind of go ruffling through your healer's kit to find some smelling salts, and you kind of like crack it and wave it under his nose. Jean-Jacques, you do come to. You are not exactly sure how much time has passed, but all of your friends are kind of kneeling over you here.
I start violently like sneezing and like.
It's come back to us. Jean-Jacques, you've been out for 3 days.
Those salts are.
Come on.
Roll a deception check. That's great.
Oh shit. Wait a second. That's a 19.
Insight.
Yep. $13.
You believe it has been 3 days. Holy shit, you were out for a while.
I give it like 5 to 10 minutes before I go, no.
Mm-hmm. Just kidding.
It's been an hour.
What would be happening? Where am I?
You were. Wait, what is this place called?
Where are we? Hey DM, where are we? I forgot. Roll.
He's like, roll history.
Yeah, no, this is the town of Oshesk. Yes.
Oshesk. It's like we're on Oshesks. Oshesk. We found your friend. You blacked out.
Yeah, we said some stuff that you blacked out too, so I probably shouldn't repeat it.
You see that trademark ridiculous smile on Jean-Jacques' face when he awakes. Like
you be telling me like I know what that means.
Look at Hector.
You want me to repeat it and risk you passing out again?
I pass out?
Yes.
What?
Knocked out. Out cold. Dropped like a light.
It's been an hour.
Like a sack of bricks. Done.
You have
Wait,
no.
He said 3 days.
He was fucking.
Totally cute.
That's a character.
I couldn't resist.
Well, no, and that response was in character.
So what are we doing?
You kind of you see your friend, your old friend Brioni, kind of like kneeling over you, a little concern on her eyes, and just,
What?
Are you all right?
Why?
She kind of like gives you like a glance, and then just kind of like she drops it for a second, and just stops and goes, well, I need to verify. She kind of like turns, like you can see that she's kind of like compartmentalizing things in her head for like a moment, and just like, I need to deal with my and you see her turn to that that woman, I believe I said it was a woman halfling that was with her, that she kind of like, she turns to, and she checks the wound, and she's just like, okay, wound's all right, well, and she kind of like looks at her and just like, it's kind of all right. You'll be all right. You'll be great. She like gives you guys a moment of space here as she's like walking over to check this other woman.
This has been quite the eventful moment. But we can do to help you out? A friend of a friend is just another friend. It's like patting Jean-Jacques on the shoulder.
Who's Uprish talking to? I'm sorry.
Brioni, I think.
Her name.
To Captain Brioni?
Yes.
Yeah. She's walked away for a second. If you want to go up and follow her, she's just like walked maybe like 2-3 feet out of your guys' like circle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll probably follow her.
Okay.
It's like, oh, this could be a good lead of some kind.
Okay.
And also, we can help.
Jean-Jacques, so are you going to, you're going to stand up here? Your hat is missing from your head, appears to have fallen on the floor behind you.
Put it back on. Put it back on.
Yeah.
What the hell's going on?
Hat on.
She's like,
Oh,
I
God.
chilled here a second ago. Where am I? Sorry, Pippers.
Yeah. Yeah, your hat back on.
Oh, okay. I deserve that.
Do you, let's see. In this moment, what would you be focused on?
I think the big deal is we were just here, and then we left the place, and then they told me I
No
remember
memory.
that at all. I don't remember that.
You guys all see Jean-Jacques kind of giving you this like quizzical look, like just like.
They were catching you up with a bunch of your old friends, and you didn't like some of the information.
What?
I honestly don't remember what exactly.
We got Brioni made it. That's great. Uhura was last seen a few years ago. That's a better lead than I had before. Joey around here somewhere. Mama Timba didn't make it. Yeah.
We cut over to unless is there how would Hector react to this sort of like list that's being given? Like is there any sort of how concerned are you about Jean-Jacques in this moment?
Not really.
Not really. Okay.
I mean, like,
I said,
we'll move on.
Yeah, you're like
there is some concern, but he just fucking woke up from passing out.
right.
If he's still like this by the end of the day into tomorrow, then his concern is going to rapidly increase.
Brilliant. Okay, so we cut back over to Uprush. What was it that you were saying to Brioni?
I was offering her, like, it's like, can we assist you in any way? Like, friend of a friend's another friend.
So I'm tuned back in. Yep.
That's all right. We cut back over to Uprush and Brioni. Yeah, she kind of like thinks and just goes, I mean, let's see. Unless you have information about despotate prisoners, there's, not really a lot.
So, it's funny you mentioned the despotate, because we're actually here on some business regarding them.
She kind of looks like quizzically at you for a second and just goes, I'm interested. What business?
Let's see. Well, given how I'm trying to say here. Well, the kind of business that your pal, what the fuck was that gnome's name back in the other area?
Oh, Jed.
So the kind of business that's little gnome name.
Where are we right now? If I may interrupt, where are we right now?
You are just on a wooden sort of bridge. You guys met. She was dragging this woman across a bridge.
Okay, away from Steph.
Away from the despot. You were running from Stephien's manor. So in my head, I'm envisioning circle-esque town. His manor is over manor, but his office is over on if the despotate is down here, and this is the coastline, he's kind of on the northeast side of town. You were running over towards the southwest side of town, and you ran into her on one of these bridges.
Okay, so we're not by Stephien's place.
No, you're not by Stephien's anymore.
Okay. Yeah, never mind. Sorry, go ahead.
That's all right. What did I just say? Oh, you asked something.
Yeah, I said so the kind of business that someone like Jed and your friends all up in the trees are kind of interested in.
Interesting.
They told us that you would be somewhere in this general vicinity, so we came looking very specifically for you.
Yeah, we were on the middle of a mission, which, she kind of gestures at her friend's shoulder that is very clearly stabbed, and kind of has this black rot enveloping enveloping this wound. She's like, yeah, it, not the worst it could have gone. And the woman next to her is like, hey, and she's like, it wasn't.
Hey, you could be not talking right now. You could be dead.
Yeah, she goes, she kind of turns back to you, and she goes, if we'd like to discuss this, I don't know, somewhere more private, we should probably get out of the middle of, we weren't being chased, to be fair. We could just, yeah.
Tell you what, we could set up an area of meeting and discuss this further after you've had a moment to talk to your friend.
That would be wise, I think. Yeah. She kind of turns.
The black rot, did it leave anything behind? Where we healed her?
It appears, yes. It hasn't been fully healed. It is kind of still
Can I take a sample off the ground, or is it or can I get a sample off of it?
You can still get a sample off of her. So it almost looks. Let me describe it. It almost looks like the skin itself has lost most of its color and luster, and looks kind of this blackish, sort of the veins around the area are all blackened.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can kind of, there is still, it was healed by Hector, but it doesn't appear to have fully, healed back up. It still appears kind of scabby. So you could, in theory, culture some of the scab,
Yeah, I would like to. Maybe mess with that with my alchemy kit and try to discern it's nature and perhaps an antidote.
Are you saying this
Maybe
to
that's a
the?
little too medicine-y, but
Are you saying this to the woman that has?
yeah, if I may, if you know what it is.
She kind of. She goes, look, it'll probably hurt like a bitch, but you know, if you think you can do something about it.
Maybe. Hector,
She kind
we'll
of
tackle that together.
Sure, help action.
She kind of pro-offers her arm there. So either of you could roll a medicine check with advantage.
I think his medicine would be better.
My +8 medicine
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
over my
With
+3.
with advantage.
Yeah.
Yes. And the invitation was also for the entire project to then like try to figure what is this and how can we cure it.
23.
there you go.
Yeah, with a 23, you managed to, let's see. 23, yeah, you managed to definitely scrape off some of the scab. You definitely managed to get it into the vial. You aren't, sorry, I'm trying to think of a way to phrase a pretty good success here. With like that is a very good success. That is not like a perfect success on the. You know what I mean? Like, so it's
Yeah,
like
it's 15 on the dice +8.
right. So where I'm going with this is yeah, you definitely managed to get a vial of it, and you with a medicine check of a 22, this does appear like the skin itself is withering or rotting in some way, shape, or form.
So okay, so what kind of healing magic did he use? It was just regular healing?
He just used straight healing.
Okay, so we don't know if it's a disease, a poison, or a curse.
Yeah, I didn't have the right magic at the time.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And then you guys can do a little bit more, looking into that as you go along. So Brianna kind of goes, yeah, I mean, I think that's wise. I mean, I can get Lily here back to our people. And the halfling Lily, she's just like, I mean, I'm good to walk, boss. It's not, she kind of like, you can see her like favoring the shoulder pretty heavily, but like, she's like, I mean, I can walk. It's not, it hurts. And I don't feel great, but but I can get there, and Brandon just goes, I mean, unless you guys need time, do you guys need any time for anything? Are you in a rush? Are you in a hurry? Okay.
Can't say we're in a rush right this second.
All right,
We're really just looking for more information and strategy.
All right.
Guides.
She kind of looks to Lily and she goes, then I think you should head back. She goes, actually, I'll send Diaru with you to help. Just to keep an eye on you and let me know if anything seems to be the problem, and he'll find his way back. And so the little like lizard monkey thing or ferret monkey thing hops over onto the woman's shoulder. Not the injured shoulder, and
The other one.
yeah, and they kind of start wandering off through the town. And Brioni turns to you guys and goes, right, I found I think we should go, we didn't appear to be being followed, so I think we could probably go back to the, well, come follow me. And she starts walking off in a, roll a history check, Jean-Jacques.
17.
17. Within about 5-10 minutes, it's been a little bit of time, but it becomes clear to you that she's actually walking back to the tunnels that you used to use for your smuggling underneath the city. She's leading you in the same direction.
These be safe?
She goes, oh, you know about these?
Yeah.
Shit.
These be the tunnel
Yeah. She
where
goes,
he found me.
where what?
These be the tunnels where he found me.
Oh. Yeah, and she goes, no, they generally don't go in here too much, mainly just because all of the Lukunras are, they're pretty, they're pretty secretive about, you know, their area. They decided it was more of a problem to clear it out than it was to just leave it be.
Then we will make them pay.
I like the sound of that. And she kind of, like struts off. You begin to, by the way, I don't know if I've set her up very well. She is roughly this like 5 foot, elvish woman with like black, black bob cut, bluish skin, kind of these like piercing, I believe it was purple on the document, purple eyes.
I don't know. I'm colorblind.
But she has kind of this like bandolier around her chest that has an assortment of what you can see are like little vials and tinctures of some sort. She also has a weapon that is, give me one moment, gotta get back to the thing. It is she has 2 daggers that are tucked kind of on opposite sides of the bandolier, right around her stomach area, she walks very quickly and very like sleight of foot. Like you can tell that that this is a person who knows their way and knows the weight of their footsteps, if that makes sense. She leads you to these sort of you guys begin to follow. There is, as you guys walk across these sort of bridges throughout this like sort of swampy marsh town, you guys find your way into an area that is very overgrown. Like a lot of the buildings here seem to be like pressed in about by the trees around them. It is very murky. It is very muggy. There are a lot of bugs. But you guys, as you find your way into this area, there is a dilapidated sort of house. All of these that stand on these tent poles. There is a dilapidated sort of house that sits kind of low in the bog. Like the water almost comes up directly to like the porch level there. And it appears that it has had... the porch is eaten away in some places. It appears that it has had its fair share of high tides and things of that sort. Jean-Jacques, you recognize this house. There is a pathway below it that leads into these these underground rivers and cavern systems. You guys walk into this house, and you see that there is, it appears relatively untrodden. There is a simple table with wooden chairs in the corner. There is a large dining room rug, and there is a small bookcase that appears not dusty, but rarely used. It looks like some of these books have not been moved in some time. Jean-Jacques, you know this house to be a it is kind of like it is more specifically like a safe house, a storage house. The smugglers that come through here use it as a just as a short stopping off basis. They use it as like a fencing point. If they need to move items, they move it into this house and then move it out of the house under cover of darkness. It is this is one that is generally protected by your sort of smuggler's code. If you didn't bring the items in, don't bring the items out sort of thing. And this is where the first tales of your friend kind of began to circulate more heavily in your mind. You know that
looks around, taking it all in.
You know the one that I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
Okay. And Brioni kind of like sits down at the little table there and looks over to you and goes, "Okay, shit, so what do you guys need to know? Cause I'm not on a massive timetable, but I'm on a little bit of a timetable. Like, there are things happening. Oh, she turns over to Jean-Jacques and goes, by the way, yeah, if you see Joey there, don't know him. You don't know him, okay? Because we can't blow his cover. All right.
I've been doing this a long time.
Yeah, and she turns over to you guys and goes, yeah. So what would you like to know?
Well, what kind of leadership are we dealing with here? Because for all intents and purposes, we're looking at relieving some of these leaders of their positions.
Okay. So you guys don't know a lot. I mean, you know a bit about the Despotate. She kind of turns to Jean-Jacques, but she goes, but you guys don't know a lot about. You haven't interacted with them.
Nope.
God's bless you for your, for that fate. There is a woman in power at the head that just simply is referred to as the despot. We don't generally know a lot about her. She's very not necessarily reclusive, but she does a lot of business within the capital of Ipilmar. She is widely known to be cruel. She is widely known to be crazy. And she is widely known to have an obsession with pretty much anything that can bring about pain in the world. She does focus very heavily on the cruelty of her spirit, and on medicines, magics, strategies that can inflict this cruelty upon others. She, as shown by this toxin that she has made wide use of to her soldiers. We weren't counting on that. She kind of stops for a second. The different townships all have a sort of a baron or a mayor or a duke or whatever they like to call themselves that are the perpetrators in their towns of this cruelty. They are, some of them worse, some of them better, all of them complicit in the actions that are perpetrated against their populace. The populaces live in fear, and they spend much of their time focused solely on their own families, their own means, their own survival. Those who can try and escape.
Most don't.
Most don't.
I'm guessing trying to escape is seen as a kind of an act of treason and is punished accordingly, huh?
When possible. Otherwise, it is seen as an act of cowardice. They mostly leave. The
devils like their sport.
And it is hard when they escape to. There is much jungle. As much as the Tillydelians try and keep an eye on as much as they can about the Despotate, there is miles of jungle between them and people at some times. Many of the soldiers of the Despotate who even bothered to venture in were either picked off at a distance by Tillydelian soldiers, eaten by the flora and fauna, or simply were lost ad infinitum until they went insane or starved. It is a
You see nothing but wasteland, mud and bones from horizon to horizon.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be easy to lose track.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Scary place.
Yeah, it's rough. She kind of like, yeah. It's rough there, but we make do. She stops for a second to waits patiently, kind of like waits for the next question. Just kind of glancing around at you all, appears to be taking the measure of each of you.
So what about these barons? Any names we should keep our ears open for?
none more so than the other. I mean, there are every baron, every mayor, every duke is cruel in their own ways. I mean, the town that you will be coming out of here, it will be rough there. I need to pull up the map. Because I believe this is the one. This one exits in Smevad, doesn't it? No, this one exits in Stele. Sorry.
Or Stele, yeah, that was the other one of them.
This one exits in Stele. She goes. The reason that I brought up. She kind of like looks.
Oh, thank you.
She kind of like looks gingerly over at Jean-Jacques here. She goes. The reason that I brought up our old friend is because he is now the one that controls the town on the exit.
He be no friend.
Yeah. She kind of nods and she turns to him and she goes, on that note, I don't, if you guys mind, I'd like to ask a question.
You're more than welcome to.
And she goes, Jean-Jacques, I hope that this isn't too much for you. What? I don't need the whole story if it's too much for you to give. But what happened with him? Because the last time I saw him, he was, young, such as yourself. The last time I saw him, he was still,
I was
kind.
That's a point of contention I find interesting there.
She like purses her lips, and she'd like, you can see her like tilt her head like a little sympathetically.
So, I'm just gonna look at Jean-Jacques. It sounds like it's your story to tell, buddy. Because you haven't exactly told us all the bits and pieces too, huh?
Things have been good. But if I'm weak, the world comes for me. As the player stuffs his face with delicious papaya-topped ice cream.
I'm with you, dude. I'm with you.
Oh, the thematic discrepancies.
Like Jean-Jacques having like a moment of self-loathing here. I'm like, this is
great. Yeah. Yeah, the world that comes for you. She goes, yeah. She kind of, you kind of see Brioni nod her head and just, yeah.
What
It'd be the
exactly was she
despotate.
asking? She was asking at what happened to Jean-Jacques?
Oh, no, what happened to their old friend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She goes, because, the last time I knew, and you, so you responded with the week in the world that comes for you, and she goes,
Oh, what?
she goes, pausing, holding on, holding on, hold your fire. Fire everything.
Okay.
Oh, you're good.
What was the question? Oh, what happened? Yeah.
Wait. So you had said,
It'd be the despotate.
when you were weak, and the despotate, and she goes,
People always try to be the biggest fish, never respected the biggest fish.
yeah.
One crab trying to crawl over the other crab. None get out of the bucket. All die together.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Uprush is gonna have
Just
a hard
another
time.
crab.
Uprush is gonna have a hard time keeping a straight face through that little speech.
Why? Like laughing or like?
Yeah, just like when he gets to the crabs, he just puts his head down. Just
Or does Uprush have with crabs? Have you guys ever heard that phrase or that analogy?
No, I've heard it.
No?
It was good.
A bucket of
no,
crabs.
I like it. It's funny, just because Uprush
Yeah, 'cause like,
would
bucket of
never have heard
crabs.
anything like that, and hearing it out of hearing it out of his thick Jamaican ass accent would just make him just seize up like.
His brain just stopped, basically.
His head is on the table. Just.
I guess someone doesn't know much about crab fishing.
You get a bucket full of crabs, a barrel full of crabs. None of them get out.
No lead. Yeah, you don't need a cover.
They're too busy pulling each other down.
Yeah.
So you make a good point.
The despotate? No big walls. Just jungle. Another crab will find you.
Oh.
Yeah, it's hard to, she kind of like turns it, yeah, she kind of turns you up, Rush, and she just goes, it's hard to escape a place that is covered on 3 sides by sea and 1 side by the densest jungle this side of Blarney.
Yeah, you guys really have yourselves caught between a door and a hard place here.
Right. She turns back to you, but back to Rush. She goes, but like, God damn it! I keep getting, dude. I'm getting thrown off of my groove by the ads, man.
Yeah, there's.
I get so many
most
freaking
I've ever
ads,
seen.
dude.
Yeah.
It was like this last time too. It was horrible. I'm like, why are there so many goddamn
They
ads?
front load it.
I'd use a bot, but their Discord killed all the good music bots, so
Yeah.
it's like,
Looks like the first hour has all of the videos ads in it.
oh,
does.
should I jump to the? I'll jump to an hour and 2.
They might move it with you.
Yeah, we'll
Go
see.
for it.
Yeah.
Well, fingers
If you
crossed.
move it, it'll move all of us.
You could
We don't have any
probably.
control
I think
over
there's
it.
a way you
I
can use
just did
voice
it.
mod, maybe.
Well, yeah, but the
Play it
the
through, but then-
no, I think it actually worked. I don't see any other.
I jumped, so yeah, we'll
It usually has the little yellow bar.
yeah, we'll see now. So let's
Fingers crossed.
yeah, let's resume here with the yeah, she. Man, I've lost my train of thought here.
She's looking at me, right?
Look at a crab.
She was there. The bucket of crabs analyses, they all get pulled
She's looking at
down.
the bucket of crabs.
You were weak. She jumps back to it and she just looks at you and she goes, Jean-Jacques, no, we were children. We can't have expected more from us.
You owed me. Trusted too deep. I can't.
She nods a little bit with that. And she just goes, well, either way, he's a couple of years ago now, he was appointed as the Baron. It seemed kind of a shock to us, knowing specifically that he had been generally off of our registry. Honestly, we weren't sure you guys had been alive. There weren't a lot of... You don't get APBs here because everyone's a criminal. You know what I mean? It's Jesus, what's the D&D equivalent of APBs? Anyway.
Like alert of prison.
The wanted posters. Yeah. She's like, you don't get a lot of wanted posters here because pretty much everyone's a criminal, and it's all just to the degree in which you were caught doing it. But when we heard that, the grand announcement that Bahan had been named the mayor of Stille, the Baron of Stille, it was a shocker to us, to say the least. But it will be relevant information for you since, he's there. The hardest thing in any sort of stealth mission is avoiding surprise. We're all humanoid. We all feel surprise. We all experience it once in a while. But to let it get under your skin is the killer. Expect anything. Expect everything. She's good. I don't know why this felt like a you know, like an old grizzled army vet speech, but
Yeah, John Jack's vibing with that.
yeah.
I like surprises.
No.
Not here, you don't. Not here, you don't.
If there's one thing I'm good at, it's thinking on my feet.
You'll be thinking off of your feet if you don't expect the surprises.
Be it by pike
Ah,
or
I've already been
noose.
surprised enough. Nothing's gonna shake me at this point.
Hector fucking grabs him and shakes him.
I love DM is having the you two dealing with the ghost ship the other day was nothing shakes me anymore. Ah!
Listen, bro, she doesn't know that. She don't gotta know that at all.
No, I know she does.
Trying to make a point here.
Yeah, I'm with you. I had a laugh there.
No, it's funny. It is funny. I was thinking about it immediately as I said it.
Just wait.
Like, you were just fucking traumatized by a ghost ship.
It's like, hold up, yeah, she just, so you say, yeah, man, I killed the, you say I won't be surprised by anything, and she just kind of goes, I hope so, and she turns over and she goes, so, you guys are trying to invade? Are you, I mean, you don't, no offense to the 5 of you, but it doesn't look like 5, including Grawl, who is corpse there.
We've taken down our fair share already, and we're not stopping.
Mm-hmm.
Do you mean
how many guys have you had walk
be
into this
the
town and tell you
prince?
that they've put down a or two, huh? I guarantee
Do
it's
you
not
mean
many of them.
objective? Yeah, do you mean objective B to... And that they have a prince? Of Pustan.
Yeah.
So you're, and
Whatever I and we can do against the despotate is a good thing to do.
If it ends with us just overthrowing the entire place, hey, that would be
I
pretty
will
cool.
happily
well,
feed the despot.
the
Klekmenzu myself.
she gives you a weird look for a second there and goes, not she recognizes the name, but she just goes,
It would not be one of Mama Tumba's stories, I be telling you right now.
she goes, shit, the old bastard's real.
It'd be
Which
the best
bastard?
thing to happen to the despotate. You be real.
She like thinks about it for like just for a second, just like you can see her eyes kind of go wide for just a moment and just goes,
They did
I
not
mean-
listen to the stories, and he is coming for her. And him.
you see the very, she doesn't smile a lot. She's kept kind of like a somber face there, and you finally see the corner of her mouth just creep into a small grin and just goes, I mean, if that's the case, then hell, if any of the stories of these creatures, gods, goddesses, if any of these are real and they are actually working machinations, that's something I can live with. And damn, I had another thought. I don't know. I've lost it again. Train of thought. Oh, that was it. She goes, well, on the despotate front, if you guys need a window, we have heard that they are massing for something.
Funny, that's something we caught wind of ourselves when we were invading one of the hideouts. They were amassing for something, calling on people to return or to join their ranks.
She goes, do you have evidence? Is there something I can?
We do have that letter or that paper or something, right?
Who has it?
Yeah.
If you don't got it, I got that fucking thing.
Yeah, I think who's the one who had pulled it? I think Drake.
It would have been. Yeah, I think it was Adrian Drake that has it.
Ah.
The old missive.
Yeah. Or no, wait. It might have been Jean-Jacques. I think it was Jean-Jacques actually, because you were the one who read the despotate information on the letter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what to say. I don't remember grabbing that.
Yeah.
It made your ass lock up. So it definitely was you.
Yeah. So you have the missive?
It did be here some.
Alright, and we say that you grab it, you pass it over?
Upper City gonna be like,
oh,
it's like pull it out.
It was in my top hat pocket.
Ah, hell yeah. She kind of takes it for a second.
It's in my pockets, Captain.
She takes it and she pulls it. And she takes a little vial from her of this like glowing purple liquid from her bandolier, and she crushes it with the glass, and some of her blood drips out onto the letter.
What's that gonna stain, is it? Oh.
Onto the letter, and you watch as the places where the blood seeps in begins revealing a secret ink in the letter. Along with it, like it pulses kind of purple, and the letters pulse with this like purplish red. And she looks at it and she goes, and you see the letters appear underneath, where it just goes, it says, there is an upcoming push into Tillydale. We need their, he goes, we need their bodies. And at the end there is just a, where the signature was previously missing, there is a signature, Cirrus Chem. Spelled CYRUS-KEM.
Cyrus Chem?
It's pronounced Cirrus.
What was it?
Yeah. CYRUS-KEM.
Do I recognize that at all?
Yeah, anyone can roll a history here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, that sounds familiar.
13.
Nothing.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
Listen, absolutely not. 17 for me.
Nothing.
Damn. Well, everybody isn't that good, I guess.
Hector, Adrian, Drake, or is this Drake or Ariel? This is Ariel still today.
Ariel.
Right? Yep.
What was the roll?
It is a history.
History.
Mm-hmm.
21, almost a nat 20, darn.
21. And Hector?
Oh, he muted.
Oh, Frank's muted. Oh, oops. I didn't notice that. The music thing is in front of the mute button. Yeah, okay, so with a 21, we'll assume he didn't roll on this. With a 21, you recognize the concept of, the name strikes at you, but this is one where you actually aren't sure how. You sit there and you go, I've heard this before, I've heard this. It feels ancient to you. There's something striking where you're like, I haven't heard this name for a while. Why haven't I heard this name for a while? You weren't sure of much more than that. You get the stroke of recognition, you get this is something ancient. That is what you get.
This is the second time something in the Desperate has brought up a memory that I don't remember.
God damn it. Every time.
Huh?
Rioni, you know?
She looks at you and she goes, "No, I've never heard that. Now, to be fair, she goes, we have seen that name on one other missive, but that missive wasn't very detailed. That one was just one having to do with the skins.
The skins?
Good.
She goes, yeah, how long have you been out of the Despotate, Jean-Jacques?
Over 10 years.
Huh. She kind of nods at you and she goes, well, since the time that you were here, last couple of months really, kind of took us by surprise. Well, it's hard to explain. There are a new group of people living within the Despotate.
Nobody moved in.
Hold on. Timer. You coming, Obi? Good boy. Alright. I just had to let Obi out in. He was at the door. Anyway, sorry, what did you say? No one moved in? Someone moved in?
No, someone moved in.
Yeah. Kind of. She just flashes she has a little project image cantrip here, and she minor illusions. You see an image of what can only be described as a grievously injured person. She flashes a few other races, human, and what were the other ones? Human and hold up, gotta look at my thing. Goliath, Knoll, all grievously injured in some way, shape, or form. They're pieces of their body kind of hanging off them. They put you in mind, actually, of the captain that you guys passed.
No.
And she...
No, don't be telling me now that dead be moving in.
She goes, no, we recognized a few of them. I think it's something that they're... She kind of, like, gestures back in the direction of where you know Epilmar to be. She goes, I think it's something that they're fucking with.
Are you telling me they be flaying our people and keeping them alive to flay them again?
No, they're Jean-Jacques. They're living in the streets. They chuck them back into society. I don't know why. I don't. But we found his name on one of the missives.
What about them?
It just said make sure to make sure to keep an eye on them. Watch out that there isn't too large of a population center of just skins. At least that's what, which, by the way, that's just what the folks have taken to calling them. It's hard to refer to them as your dead friends, so.
First they take our food, then they take our bodies, and now they take our souls.
That's certainly not something we expect to be here today. So, let me get this straight.
Sorry.
You guys have a crazed lunatic for a leader.
Yeah.
Cowardly township leaders.
Yeah, man.
Suffering people.
That'd be about
lizard
it.
folk nearby.
That'd be the best part.
And He's gonna look
really,
at for a sec.
They make really good shrimp jambalaya.
We'll have to try that before we leave here. But,
I'm not kidding.
And now you're telling me there are, what do you say? You call them skins?
Skins, yeah.
People that are not quite dead, but not quite alive, just roaming around. suffering openly.
It'd be like the I can't.
Yeah. There's the issue that has come mainly as a result of, their, you said that they were, and she looks at the missive and she goes, this is from the, are they openly allied with this? Is this a known thing? Because we didn't know this.
We found this inside of the base, inside of one of their coffers.
So, she kind of looks and she goes, well, I mean, if they're allied with the, I mean, like, that would explain why no one has tried any sort of water-based raid on this place yet. Blow the capital to hell or anything. Because, I mean, Tillydale can't get in because, the second that the jungle stops, it's just open ruin. It's not, they can't really do a lot in terms of an invasion, so it's, she kind of stops and just looks at Uprush and she goes, we've been on our own down here for a while.
She looks at like at Uprush, kind of said like, there's a bit of a redness to his face, and it's not like, it's like from like he's kind of quietly seething. His fists are clenched on the table at the idea of just how shitty everything is here. Like his knuckles are turning white from how angry he actually is right now. Which is probably the angriest he's been so far.
Is he trying to hide it at all, or is it like bubbling?
It's kind of bubbling, but he's just like trying to not trying to hide it, but trying to manage it.
Okay, roll me a I would say it's not full deception, but trying to manage it rather than let it out. I will use deception as the basis of this. Okay. So roll a deception check here, just as a,
You got it. Oh, I rolled somewhere. I can't see it. What did it? I'll just roll it again.
Yeah.
And that's in that 20.
Ooh.
I love it.
With a
3, so 23.
Yeah, she has a pretty high insight, but she does not have a high enough insight to beat a natural 20 plus 3, obviously. And so she kind of looks at you for a second, and she just, you're seething here a little bit, but you're trying to manage it. And so she turns back to Jean-Jacques and she goes, I mean, if we, as bad as whatever this, onslaught or, force that they're gathering is, this, if we want to use it as cover, that was kind of our plan here. She kind of like, gestures at herself, and at the little, you see a little, sigil that's just kind of a like an oak tree, with like the splayed branches, and between the branches are a bunch of little eyes, like peering out of the spaces between the branches. She goes, that was kind of our plan here. You don't recognize, well, actually you might recognize the sigil. You might have met someone from Tillydale in your time. So this is just the sigil of like the Tillydalian resistance. Is this oak tree with the eyes and the branches. She kind of gestures at it and she goes, that was kind of our plan. If you want to use it for an infiltration, I mean, you know the land as well as we do, to be honest.
I think we need to take these guys down as quickly as possible.
Yeah, I'm kind of worried by the fact that she looks at you and she goes, I kind of am worried, not only just about, the humanitarian reasons, but the fact that, why have they captured, why would they take the Prince of Pastab? What use is he to them? Why not kill him?
Well, originally one of the members of the was, funny enough, another Prince of Pastab.
Right, but why would the Despotate need him?
Infiltration, perhaps?
Conversion. If whatever they did to the one that we captured wasn't fully him, they need another seat of power to take over after. So if they're taking souls to learn how to convert and control a soul,
This concerns me. She looks over at you and like, yeah, you watch her face fall, kind of go stony. It's weird watching like a blue
message you,
face.
AJ.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
It's weird watching a blue face fall. Like her skin like kind of like deepens like a little bit, loses like a little bit of the luster, but darker in color. And like it goes very like actually physically stony. Like not like stone appears in it, but like you get a lot of like senses here. Anyway, sorry. Point being, what was that? What were you just saying? Me like, let me explain the character, and then it's like, hold on, that may not all be relevant information. Yeah, yeah, what did you just say, Frank?
huh?
What did you just say, Frank?
The last part about if they're trying to, if the people without souls are a byproduct and not a goal, they God only knows what they're fucking testing. And if they have a prince of another nation, God only knows how far their power could reach if not stopped.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be a problem. You see her kind of zone out for just a second. One moment.
Do we still have a scroll of sending to Pastab?
Am
I going crazy?
Did we use it?
I think you did, but I think it was did they send you? They gave you more before you left, right?
They
I
did,
don't
right?
remember.
And they gave us maybe 1 or 2, maybe. I have to. Let me see if I have it in my inventory. But I don't think I do. Excuse me.
Repeat what you just said, Uprush. I'm sorry.
I was saying I think they might have given us maybe 1 or 2 of them before we left.
Oh, the scrolls of sending. Yeah. I'm pretty sure you guys got some more before you headed out. That was my understanding. So yes, I will allow you to have 2 scrolls of sending. We'll cap it there.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Were you thinking about using one in this moment? What was your?
Not in this moment, but as a discussion point, if we want to make this a larger endeavor, we can go back to the. He actually stops mid sentence because like I can't even remember the fucking name. I was way too drunk and dizzy on those goddamn trees. The fuck we land here?
Oh, at the Tillydale, the coast.
Yeah, that's right, Tillydale. Man, maybe I do need to lay off the alcohol for a while.
Just maybe, buddy.
Just maybe.
And sorry, repeat. I apologize. I am messaging Manny in intimate character
You're
details
good.
here.
Well, it doesn't help that Hector is kind of just like jumping over his words because he's not exactly sober right now.
Yeah. So what did Hector say there specifically? He's trying to.
Well, no. Offering the information to our friends that we can contact Pastab, and so if we have enough contacts to make this a whole ass shindig.
Oh, interesting. So
once we have the information on who and where.
Right. Delay to correlate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tillydale, Pastab, because they want their prince back.
And
if there's ever been a time for Pastab to step in on the despotate, it's when they're we're assuming holding one of the princes. We'd have to confirm that first.
Yeah. And she kind of looks and she goes, she thinks about it for a second and she goes, I feel like the forces, to my knowledge, the forces of the, and granted, I only have hearsay, but if any of the main forces of are still gathered, I feel like they might be able to prevent a Pastab journey. Now, we could use them as a distraction if if that was better. If you guys wanted to sneak in, I don't, because I feel like an all-out assault would fail. I'm not certain, but
Our plan was to sneak in and try to work our way through the inside and out. get as far as we can without being seen or taken
To
out. by
undermine
anybody.
them.
So we could plan a coordinated attack, and then
How much time we have and can take for planning, start undermining, get the information we need as forces now.
We could undermine them too, in advance of the attack, make it fail, cost them resources.
interesting. So a two-pronged strategy, a planned attack from Pastab and Tillydale, see if we can coordinate something, and also attempt to prevent their, because I mean, if they're, she like looks around and she goes, honestly, the only thing I can think of that there's, again, three sides of water. The only thing I can think of that they would be attacking with a coordinated group is Tillydale. That's the only thing I can think of. Maybe they're trying to bust out and go northwards, but I mean, aside from that, I can't. You know, it's not like they have they have a wealth and bevy of ships available to them. So, I mean, if honestly undermining the attack or attacking, I don't know if attacking first would even be within the cards. Whatever would.
We'd have to figure out exactly how. We'd have to figure out the numbers. Because surprise is a huge advantage, but
Yeah.
it's insurmountable odds.
But if not, I mean, if it seems like the time would not work out, then I guess undermining the original attack, and honestly, just preparing Tillydale for the time specifically when the attack would happen, would be a great help. I mean, you know, honestly, getting them some time, and some knowledge means the world. A sneak attack versus a well-known offensive.
Mm-hmm. So now we're gonna do this the old-fashioned way. Scaring the absolute shit out of them. I love it.
Well, I hope that it, you know, I can only but wish you luck. I mean, you know, I do believe I have to report this back to the leader of our resistance. And she's gonna look around just at all of you really quick, briefly, and can everyone just roll either a persuasion or a deception check, depending on how honest you are being with her in this moment. Just, I'm doing like a soul read. I'm doing a soul read roll for her.
27.
27.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wearing his heart on his sleeve.
Mm-hmm.
23.
23.
Also, real fast, what was the name of that ancient thing?
Oh, the Cirrus Chem. Cyrus-KEM.
My roll was it? You said perception or persuasion?
Persuasion or deception, depending on whether you are being honest with her about your feelings in this moment, effectively.
Okay.
I'm doing a soul read roll for her, like a how well can I trust these guys.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be a dirty 20 for me.
Dirty 20, brilliant. And from Hector?
Persuasion 21.
Brilliant. And are all of you guys being honest?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful.
Same.
If not, it is
You know what's going on with John Jack.
Exactly. I know what's going on with Jean-Jacques. So she kind of looks around at all of you, and she goes, I hadn't, I don't know if they had told you before. I don't think they could have. The leader of our resistance we do know that he is in Temjornir, Timpton Ledwell. If you need to ever get in contact with him, he is the leader of our resistance. I'm going to go back and tell him what is going on and see if I can coordinate on this front. You said you have we have access to the sending spell from some of the followers of the Mirthful Huntress here. So if you want us to, you can message us and then we can forward that information just to the... She goes, do you have... Actually, speaking of that, real quick, because this will be relevant for me to show for, any chance of this to succeed. Jean-Jacques, can you show me an image, please, of the... Because you used Minor Illusion earlier, right? She saw Minor Illusion, something like that? Yeah. She goes, can you show me an image of the person you trust most in Pastab?
Yeah, man.
Oh dear, what do you show a picture of?
Scroll. Where's my picture of the guy? I don't have a picture of him. I do not have a picture of Thricemark. Anyway, I show Thricemark.
You're showing an image of Senegal Thricemark. Yeah. You all... To be honest, I should see if I could...
You know what he looks like.
Yeah, y'all know what Thricemark looks like.
Yeah.
But so you kind of flash the image of Thricemark to her, and she goes, "Wonderful. I will," and she matches with her own Minor Illusion just to verify that the details are the same. Looks there. You see her flash it a couple more times as she tweaks the nose.
There'll be a small crease right about here. You might find out about that. Don't worry about that.
Yeah. She flashes the. Oh no! You're thinking of Dora's. His is on the side of his body.
Oh, it's on the side.
Yeah.
I didn't know where his was. Okay.
Yeah, the moths
so
all.
That's not visible. Okay, that's not visible.
Yeah, but you flash. She keeps flashing it. Changing the size of the nose, the length of the arm, all of the.
You're playing The Sims.
Yeah, she's just basically flashing it until she gets it as close to the approximation as possible. She's like, okay, I think I've got it. I will show this image to the cleric. The cleric can use that to contact Thracemark, and...
Quick question. Do you have any mind mages? Masters of that magic.
I rolled a dice for it, and I'm checking my information here. Is there any... Where would he be? Would he be? Yeah. She goes, perhaps one or two we might be able to get into contact with. They're not really with our group, but...
I reach up to my temple, and I pull out a blue, or a blue-green thread.
Yeah.
And I wrap it around her wrist like a bracelet.
Is that a...
Encode thoughts.
Encode thoughts.
I'm giving her everything I know about Senegal Thricemark and the country of Pastab. I'm giving a USB on Pastab.
Yeah. Duration 8 hours. Okay, so she has to get there ASAP then.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Wait. Do I have... I do not. Never mind.
What?
I cannot link them to spell.
You can't link it to them?
Lengthen.
Oh, lengthen. No, yeah. Can be carried like a ribbon. Yeah. And then you have to cast it in order to get it back. Yeah. She goes.
Yeah, it can be decoded unless there's another mind mage.
She goes, okay, we can get in contact with them.
I explain that to her. It's this magic works like this, and it needs to be encoded by this.
Okay.
I have placed upon your wrist everything that regarding Thricemark, the royal family, and Pastab.
Roll a charisma check here.
Of what variety?
Just charisma.
Okay. Natural 20 plus 8.
Nice.
Wait, plus 8? No.
Yeah.
No, flat. Plus 5. Sorry, I did it like a save.
Brilliant.
Natural 20 plus 5.
Can you, anyone that is watching, you can roll an insight check here.
Oh.
Am I watching?
No. Well, you.
Okay.
15.
This one's just. I mean, yeah.
19 for me.
Natural 20
Yeah.
plus 0.
Damn.
Yeah, that's you know the information you need to know.
Understood.
Yeah. Oh, what was that? Sorry, from everyone?
I got a 19 myself.
Brilliant.
Travis got a 20. Nat 20.
Just
Oh, natural
straight
20.
Nat 20. No,
Yeah.
no buffs to it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna message you the information because it's, relevant. Let me.
Oh boy.
I mean, slightly relevant, but it's also not.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, okay, and I only have 8 hours to get this back.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Bye. she's like, I wish I could draw this, say more of a goodbye to you guys, but 8 hours.
I'm living now.
See ya.
And she goes, yeah. So they're sending back. We'll trade information, and we'll get to Thrice Mark. All right. And she takes off.
I think that went swimmingly.
You guys are left alone in this little shack.
Well, this place is creepy. Let's get some food instead, huh?
You want to see if the liquid rust had been hit the jambalaya?
Hell yeah.
You know, it'd be a sad state of the world when the despotate be known for the artistry of the lizard folk.
I mean, hey, lizard folk make good food, right?
Yeah, but no.
Roll a history check here. Uprush.
No.
This is so good.
History check.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a 12 for that one.
Yeah, sure. You watch the look on Jean-Jacques' face is his face blanches and he looks at you like you horrify him, and you get the sense that you have said something wrong, and you are not entirely certain how, except for the fact that you're it must be the food. They must not make good food. There must be something that is the problem here.
Mm-hmm.
Jean-Jacques, in your mind, you go, holy shit, this guy eats people. you just what?
I don't know how to explain this to you, man. I am not being prejudiced.
Has lost his shit.
When I say,
lost his
when I tell you,
on the floor.
they do not have art. They do not prepare the food. It is a product of necessity, but somehow the shrimp jambalaya is to die for.
So it's good.
It's the only good thing they make. And it is the best. I do not know why. I do not know who taught it to them. But they do not have art. I'm not being prejudiced. They can't. They're lizards. They actually be lizards.
A little bit
They
of
just
faith
be
in them,
walking
right?
on two legs, have a language. That's it.
Put a little bit of faith in them, right?
Captain, they eat people.
You now understand in this moment exactly why Uprush looked so horrified.
If it moves,
or why Jean-Jacques looked so horrified.
if it moves and it fits in their mouth, they eat it. If it moves and it be stop moving, they eat it. Regardless of if it.
But you're wrong. This is What do I want to tell you, man? Like, I'm trying to make a positive out of a negative here.
It's the shrimp jambalaya. That's the only positive in this negative.
He's
Okay.
you
Works for me. It's better than nothing. I'm starving.
and you can
Also, do not order anything other than the shrimp. You don't know what to
Duly
be.
noted.
Shrimp is shrimp. Shrimp is always shrimp.
he at this you kind of Jean-Jacques, you throw aside the rug that is it is a very simple this is not a place that is extremely hidden on this side, because it's like generally no one else is going to go in this house. It is owned, owned by a person, you know what I mean? Like, there's a person on the lease.
What person on the lease?
Well, you know what I mean. Like, specifically, there's like
going to be owned by a person. Somebody lives probably upstairs, and
right, and
yeah,
it's funny to think about it.
Yeah,
there's a person on this.
They filed
at least.
Yeah, they filed it with the bank, with the Tillydillion Bank. You know, there's a very exponentially large bank of Tillydale. No,
Christ.
Yeah, more specifically, yeah, this is known to be owned by a person. Like, there's no reason for like townsfolk to go over here, right? So it's like
it has a good front,
right? So the trap door into the tunnels is just under the rug. Like, it is like legitimately just under the large rug. It's like we don't need to fuck around with anything else. We have a large rug. That's what we do. So you pull open the large rug, and there is this kind of like a trap door into the tunnels that you kind of pull aside, and it's like just a sliding one. So you pull a slide, and you have a little stairwell down into the tunnels.
Is there a boat?
There is. As you guys go down underneath, you find yourself going down. It's interesting because from the outside, you knew that Jean-Jacques said that these were smuggling tunnels. From the outside, it looked like the bottom of the house was just in the bayou. But there appears to have been a carved stone pathway, shaped you don't know how many years ago, that goes down diagonally for a quarter of a mile, a half of a mile, like down diagonally, until you find yourself in a it opens up underneath, and you find yourself on a little platform, and you hear the sound of rushing water, and you find yourself on a platform that is submerged in this rushing water. Jean-Jacques, you recognize this platform as the one from your dream that you had way back when. Submerged in the rushing water, and there is a little wooden raft that is tied here, kind of bobbing along in the current.
I hope none of you get seasick. Here we call it tunnel sick.
Should be fine.
That was sarcasm. We spent the entire few months on a ship.
Yeah, let's say I just
I got a funny feeling we'll be okay, buddy, but we appreciate it.
I'd slowed everybody up.
Yeah. You guys all
everybody up on the raft.
you guys all hop on this little tiny raft, and you all kind of gather together. There are a couple of oars that have been like it's wide enough that there's a chain through it that is holding it to the raft, so that way it doesn't float away. So you don't lose the oars. So they are all like, they're all chained to it. So you guys have a couple of oars. You all grab one, and
while I roll for a moment.
Yeah.
Okay. We're good.
Yeah. So you guys all grab these oars and sit down together. 4 of you each have. Well, 5 of you. Grawl is still with you. I'm just NPCing, which for the purposes of the video, our buddy Jose had something to do, so Grawl is just going to be NPC'd in the background for the time being, until his schedule conflicts clear up. So thank you. So yeah, Grawl is, you guys all sit down together and you begin just rowing down this.
Jack pushes off with a sigh. Just
yeah. I need a survival check from everyone here, just to control the boat.
You got it.
Or water vehicles.
You could do water vehicles. If you have water vehicles, roll it with advantage.
Hell yeah.
17.
Nat 20.
Hell yeah, brother.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bro, going back to the
30-20 on
dice,
my end.
this is the best decision I've ever made. All right.
Natural 20. What was that? 17 from Ariel. Hector.
Dirty 20 for me.
Dirty 20 from Upbrush. Hector.
What stat is this again?
Survival. With advantage if you have a watercraft proficiency. Oh.
Thank God it's survival, so that 2 turns into a 10.
10.
So
Cool.
she's 10.
Yeah, so three successes does, and with a natural 20 does carry it through here. You begin navigating them down these corridors. You see that this tunnel that is down here completely sides very mossy underneath here. Moss clinging to the walls of this tunnel, kind of pulsating. You recognize, Jean-Jacques, you recognize this moss. It is a sort of, it is one that is specifically, like, it is, like a living, creeper, sort of. And, you know, it continues to, it thrives in this kind of extremely wet environment with the rushing of the river because there's always water that sprays off, fresh water that sprays off of the river towards the moss. And it pulses a little bit, giving you guys some light down here. You guys continue down the river for, you know, it's short for the time being. There's a lot of, like, turns and, eddies in the river as you go. And you begin to see within not even 5 minutes, you begin to see that there are, on the shores of this underground river, in this underground cavern system, there are lizard folk that are just chilling by the river, some of them taking dips in it. In small groups, you appear to see, you know, and they all lay kind of, they all have little small fire pits for some warmth, generally warm-blooded, appear to, and some appear sick. They appear that they have had a rough time adapting. But you continue, they all appear to spot you, and actually, there is a group that appear to have, like, spears and such, that go off to try, they dip into the water to try and follow you guys, but with your natural 20 on survival.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I give them a Thieves Can't.
Yeah, just wave.
Thieves Can't Lacoon Ross hybrid, like,
Yeah.
smuggler's greeting.
Wave. Yeah,
Classic for-
yeah. So these Lukunralas, the tribe that they are from, they notice this as they begin, and then they fall back slightly, and you hear them, like, hissing a little bit in Lukunralas, and one of, you know, you hear just briefly, just, damn, thought that was food. Haven't had food in a while. And fresh food.
If Tingo Rel, soon you bask in the sun.
They kind of blink slowly at you. You continue down the tunnel, and you are. Are you going to be stopping at Herqueer's? At Herqueer's place?
Yeah, I'll stop by.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
Because I assume that was where you're talking about with for the shrimp jambalaya for dinner, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, as you continue down, there is a place where you actually spot a house on the underground caverns here, like a small sort of hut, laid back maybe 30 feet from the water, that has actually two little. They appear mismatched lanterns that appear to have been reclaimed from somewhere, hanging from the front of it. But you notice, Jean-Jacques, you direct your party to steer over towards it, and you notice that there is a tie-up point here for the two sides of the boat to make sure that it doesn't get battered against the shore here. So you tie it up and you hop on out. and you see before you the hut of Herquir and Atimba.
Alright. I go up to it and I give my classic duck, 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 duck.
Yep, Jean-Jacques. And you hear the sound of chairs scraping from within, and then you hear briefly just, by the gods, I was not thinking you'd be alive anymore, son. And you see bursting out through the door this kind of scantily dressed sort of druid guy. He's not wearing a lot, and just runs over and bear hugs Jean-Jacques around picks him up kind of by the neck because he's so big and you're so small, kind of
Yeah. By the grace of the devoured and treasonous, I'd still draw breath, but if you keep this up not for much longer, please put me down.
He goes, sounds reasonable. Oh, new friends, pleasure to meet ya.
Atimba, you give the best and the worst hugs.
I've been told that many a time, but I don't change them. Part of what makes me me.
Never do.
Hello, pleased to meet the rest of you. My name's Atimba. I be a druid of these lands. And inside is my buddy, and you hear... he speaks mostly in Lukun Ross. So you hear just... Atimba, were we not going to finish the dinner? Come on, it's going to get cold, and to be honest, I don't really enjoy the cold food. You just the rest of you hear the sound of just assorted, loud, hissing sounds of a lizard.
Oh my.
He kind of come in.
I think the food be on.
He goes, I mean, it's dinner. What time? What time would you expect the food to be on? You know. All right, come on in. Welcome in. And she goes, it's humbling.
It's just it's silence here.
It's not much. Yeah, you see, he's like a humanoid sort of dude. And inside, you walk inside. You see a. Did you send the image? Do you have the image?
Oh yeah, I'll grab it.
Send them the image.
Oh my.
Send them the image. But you see a tall sort of a tall sort of lizard folk. He does not appear to be wearing his like the Athimba. He doesn't appear to be wearing the outer fur layer because it has been. You guys are coming in towards. I believe actually seasonally. Did I tell? We're around summer, right? Didn't I give you guys summer? Are we around summer? Fall?
I don't remember.
No, it's fall right now.
Fall. Yeah, so it's not quite gotten cold enough that he needs to wear the outer layer of furs yet. So his outer layer of furs you see kind of hanging up on like a coat hanger, and you see inside this is a very small hut. Very, it appears that most of it is like these overlaid boughs of like a palm or like something like water resistant sort of fronds that have been placed all around the outside. In the interior appears to have been this wood, what appears to be like a preserved wood that carves out. Everything looks hand carved. Every piece of table, every chair. It appears that it has been hand whittled. And you see a very large lizard folk with kind of this yellow crest on top and the yellow crest underneath that's sitting at this table here with a large pot. He's got like 2 spoons in a large pot of shrimp jambalaya. And he turns and just hisses back at you. And then he stops and he goes, "My common, not very good. Atimba translate." And Atimba goes, Aye, it'd be no problem here. Welcome to our place. So if you'll be joining us for dinner, just let me know if any of you have any fungal allergies, because I do put fungus in here. That's kind of the whole thing. you know, what else would I be doing with all the with all the fungus we'd be growing around here?
Fair enough.
And he turns and he goes, so, you're not dead?
No. I still draw breath.
Hopefully for a while longer.
That'd be the hope.
Yeah, and you.
I don't know if anybody told you, but out on the other side they found me. Let me be asking you, the Despotate, they come by here at all?
Yeah, they ended up there. They sent in a raiding party near the end of the tunnel, and yeah, they got eaten. You know, they they kind of. You send in a raiding party into an underground cavern where, you know, the rest of the Lukun Ross have all the advantage. You hear, and you hear him turn and just start speaking in Lukun Ross to Herquir, and he goes, they're asking about the idiots that killed themselves. And you hear a raspy lizard laughing, and just like turns back and he says, stupid overlanders. And he goes, yeah, I mean, this is their place. They have much better eyesight. They have much better, I mean, pretty much anything needed for survival down here versus these idiots coming up in their tiny little rafts. Like, you're paddling upstream, and you know you're doing it for an invasion, for an attack. It's not an effective, you know. Could you imagine if AJ is trying to think of a non-real world example here, but it's like imagine if, like, during the fucking, like, the Delaware, it's like, yeah, what if the British were there and shooting while George Washington tried to cross the Delaware, you know, all on fucking rowboats. You know, it's like
they were going upstream.
Yeah.
Ship Creek.
Yeah.
All they had was their oars.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and he goes, so, no, after they lost the first raiding party and the second raiding party, they stopped sending raiding parties.
After the first and the second.
Yeah.
That'd be the first bit of good news I've been hearing in a long time.
Yeah, I mean, they figured, you know, they catch you coming out of there, but, you know, what else really were they gonna do? You know,
they get caught themselves.
Yeah, they keep. To be fair, they keep an eye on it, but it's not too hard to evade them as long as you know what you're doing. You've been doing this kind of thing for a while now, so I have to imagine it won't be that hard.
It'd be at least good to know that I fed your bellies for a few weeks. Well, maybe not yours.
Yeah, no. He's like, hey, I keep myself on the shrimp. Thank you very much. Now, I was hard pressed, and he gestures over at the lizard folk. He goes, I was hard pressed to stop her queer, and you hear him start hissing again, and translates to, you know, you bastard, stop trying to eat people. We have perfectly good shrimp. You know, and you hear just hissing back that he goes, you know, he really wanted to eat those raiding parties, show him a thing or two. You know, he's hard pressed with the overlanders, but you know, not much else he can do when you've got so many coming through here nowadays. Which speaking of, did you try and send some of the refugees through here every once in a while? But you know, we haven't, you know, obviously we do the best we can to keep the Lukun Ross from fucking with them. So
it'd be good to hear you be trying to culture your friend.
He looks over at Herquir and he goes, he gets tired of the being down here. I can imagine, you know, I can understand it. I mainly like it just because it's I don't know, there's something about the water, something about the fungus. I just enjoy the environment. But he goes, you can imagine why a warm-blooded folk would not like to be below ground all the time.
Right.
He's a dickhead, but he's you know, he's a good friend. So
All things be good. I was just telling some of the others. they might be able to return to the surface. We be trying to dismantle the despotate. I want you to tell you those in your circle, and I know you have one, that they are going to attack to the north, Philadelphia. But we have Pustab, and they will be coming to our aid. We're going to dismantle the despotate as best we can. If we can reclaim some of the lands to the north of the despotate, there'll be a good chance that lizard folk can return to their ancestral lands.
You see him kind of break into a big smile, and he, like, as you finish, he begins translating into Lukun Ross there, and, like, the rest of you hear at the end of this hissing.
How does lizard folk smile?
There's a couple questions back. He doesn't. Austin, I think you're gonna love this. You know in Jurassic Park the sound that the raptors make? His head like cocks back and he goes, "Caw, caw, caw, caw," and like enjoy. There's like
sound,
like ululating in joy. And like you watch his the top fin and the bottom fin on his throat kind of puff out. Yeah. And you've heard him laugh once or twice. This is generally how his laugh is approximated. Is this like joyous sort of cawing? I don't know if that's... I'm sorry, Frank. I don't know if that's true to lizards in real life. I am not a lizard expert, but I'm going to do... That is for my D&D.
Hey, whenever you see one of those anoles get like all territorial and all like self-puffed up, they do push-ups, and the dewlap comes out, so...
Yeah.
There's something to that.
Hey, man.
True.
So so he kind of... And Atimba turns back to you with this wide grin, and he goes, "Well, eat up, enjoy the jambalaya. It's, I mean, like I said, there be fungus in it, so just, enjoy. It adds flavor. A lot of, most people don't eat it. Rather, overlanders don't.
Atimba.
Yeah.
Those above land, they be expensive, but they know of mushrooms.
No, but not they don't eat these because they grow on the wall of the fucking caves.
Atimba, you are not selling the best jambalaya this side of the meridian. You're not selling it well.
He goes, all right. Just I'll chill out, enjoy. And you guys treat yourself to the mushroom adds the fungus that he's talking about. You detect like. How do I phrase it? There is a, like, chestnutty zest. It is like the notes of chestnut plus like the zest of like a, what would be a good example here? Like a reaper pepper with like a little teeny bit of sweetness of like a mango habanero almost.
What I'm hearing is underground Cajun.
I don't know a lot about Cajun cuisine, but I'm gonna spice it. I'm gonna add some specific spice. There's a lot with my allergies.
Sounds tasty and spicy.
It is very filling. It is like when you have like a really good soup that like fills you up for like almost the rest of the day afterwards. Like if you have like a really good stew at like lunch that like you just don't feel hungry for dinner. It's very filling. And actually, in point of fact, anyone
wish
that
I had
is
a bottle of spiced rum, but I am breaking out the bourbon.
Brilliant. And with that, actually, you guys can all take a 1 inspiration die from the stew and the bourbon.
For fucking bearing with it. Just be like, I won't eat it, fuck it.
No, I mean,
break out the whole bottle. That bottle's getting empty tonight.
No, I mean inherently, this is a function of the stew. The stew does grant inspiration.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and you guys have yourself a nice little meal. And let's see. How let me see how deep I am into this recording. We're at nearly 2 hours here. How quickly do people have to be going? Huh?
I mean, I could probably do making dinner.
Okay.
Probably done.
So let's you guys finish it off with a nice good meal. You take your inspiration die that you will have access to for the next and this inspiration die will last for the full day. Unlike the rest. So yeah, you guys have access to this, and at that we will end the episode here, end the session here, and yeah. Thank you all for stopping by. And ending the episode.